All right, so it's been a while since I've actually recorded myself doing a reading, and I got myself one of those like plug-in mics, so testing this out and recording on my phone. Hopefully this will be pretty good, better than the other old videos from the past. Bear with me. I'm hoping to upload more regularly and to record more again, because I actually do like to do readings. You know, I usually just pull for myself, but I have noticed that I seem to have a lot of people in my energy, so I feel compelled to record these videos because I guess I just have a lot of people in my energy, and maybe I should just put this out here. So I don't know why I feel compelled to say this, but as I'm recording, I just want to point out that it is the 4th of July 2026, and so I'm just kind of pointing this out, you know. Anyway, I'm pointing this out just because maybe in some way July is significant to whoever will end up watching this. Did some channeling before recording this video, and here are some of the things that might be relevant to whoever might end up watching this. First and foremost, actually, I wanted to point out that there just seems to be something significant about bananas and banana bread, potentially maybe even like banana flavored alcohol, banana rum. So maybe somebody is drinking that, or somebody's eating banana bread, or, you know, take it, put it where it fits, right? You might have, after watching this video, you might see something about bananas, and that might be your confirmation. At the top, I wrote down that somebody might be drinking a lot, thinking about you, thinking about this connection with you. I'm kind of getting something as sort of a loss. There's a separation in this connection, and this person might be drinking a lot about it. You know, they're probably in regret about things with this relationship with you, with what happened between you two. A song that is significant that I channeled is Daddy Don't Live in That New York City No More by Steely Dan. I think that's just a lot of how that person is feeling. They are pretty much depressed, you know, to be without you. And so they're drinking a lot, a ton. Somebody, whoever this person is that I'm channeling, maybe the person watching or the person that this is about or for, whatever. Somebody's not able to drive or can't drive. They might have bad eyesight, or I mean, if we're talking about alcohol here, maybe for somebody, this isn't for everyone, but somebody might have gotten a DWI or a DUI somewhere in the past. That might be, you know, relevant too. But it's where one person can't drive because they don't have very great eyesight. They're like legally blind. And then the other person, somebody else, they can't drive because they've had too many DUIs. You know, that's not, put it where it fits, right? The numbers 222 and 333 seem to be significant. I kept channeling and seeing those numbers lately, so I feel like that's for this reading. I've gotten, you know, I kept channeling, and there's just something very, very musical about this connection with this person in you. This is like a Kundalini awakening, Kundalini type of connection, and there's just music seems to be very relevant between the two of you. In fact, when I was channeling right before this, I just did not want to stop listening to any music. Like, I just kept listening to song after song, and I'm like, okay, I've got to stop. I have to record, you know? So music is obviously very important here between the two of you. It must be how you two connect. Y'all probably maybe share songs that remind you of the other. You know, once again, put it where it fits. One of the songs that I also channeled was Beauty Knows No Pain by Frank Zappa. So the man in this relationship or this connection, first of all, I do get that he's probably middle-aged or older, and he This is a man who knows that he's attractive, confident, maybe even a little arrogant about his looks, or he was in the past. This is a man who knows he's attractive, and he could get, if he really wanted to, any woman he wants. He might have even told you that before. And this is a man who, at least when he was younger, he was probably an asshole because he knew how attractive he was. But I feel like as he's gotten older, and he's like mellowed out in middle age, he's not so much of a jerk anymore. I feel like he's not a jerk to you. He's just not, he was never a jerk to you. I think that it's just, he's less of a jerk to other people. So once again, put it where it fits, you know, that this is kind of more just like a confirmation for somebody, I feel. The third song I channeled was Black Magic Woman by Carlos Santana. What I got from this is that this is someone that finds you to be very mystical and sexy. I close my eyes, I think of the color purple. I think this person probably associates you with that color, or even ironically or unironically, maybe even that movie, The Color Purple. I also feel like when this masculine closes his eyes, it's like he could just see you and he sees you dancing. He's definitely watched like the movement of your body, you know, like you swaying maybe to some music. He's probably watched you dance before, and it's something he thinks about. I channeled, you know, this man obviously thinks, you know, that in some ways he finds you to be like witchy, if you want to call it that, witchy. He couldn't in the past tell for sure that you were doing magic on him, or, you know, or for him. He might have in the past thought you put a spell on him. He found himself like falling in love with you very fast. I'm getting the color red here. Like he's very passionate and strong about how he feels about you. At first he thought maybe, you know, this guy was thinking, oh, maybe she put a spell on me, like, you know. But as time went on, like at least I don't know, something about like 5 months, probably after the first 5 months, he was like, no, this is real. This is how I really feel about her. And at first he thought it was a spell, but he realizes no, you know. And the lyrics I felt were relevant were, I need you bad, magic woman, I can't leave you alone. And that's how he feels. I need you so bad and I can't leave you alone. He can't stop thinking about you. The next song I channeled was Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick Derringer. I just got this old school feeling with this love between you two. I definitely got the feeling it's a past life love. This is someone you've loved multiple times in multiple lifetimes. I'm literally just seeing the Six of Cups. This is someone that you have loved, and every time that y'all have seen each other, you've had majority of your lifetimes have been shared together. And in every lifetime that you've seen each other, y'all have fallen in love every time. Every time. So I kind of got this feeling that maybe the two of y'all have spent a lot of lifetimes, maybe in like the 1970s, because that's that old school type of vibe I got. This person could have also been born in the 70s, or you. And I kind of got like, I closed my eyes and I saw the masculine as this sort of tough biker type. He might be covered in tattoos or something, or wears black leather stuff. Not for everybody, but it's just kind of what I saw. This is somebody who looks very tough, but they're so in love with you and so very sweet on you. So the song I channeled after that was The One You Love by Glenn Frey. So what I got from this was that you might have stayed up late at night just sitting in bed, talking to each other. The lyrics I wrote down was, someone's gonna thank the stars above. You know, one day when y'all get back together again, he's gonna be so thankful. He's going to probably be literally thanking God, be like, thank you, God, for bringing her back again. I close my eyes, I visualize tigers. So something about tigers are significant. And, if your nose is itching, then that's just another confirmation. The song after that I channeled was Sarah Smile by Hall & Oates, which once again gave me those old school vibes. The lyrics I found super relevant to this were, it's you and me forever. And so I channeled with that this is a contract, your soul contract, like not just this lifetime, but like in every lifetime. Like it's like the two of y'all have like a major soul contract that is I don't know how to put this. It's like there is a major soul contract between the two of you, right? And that's the one that y'all go back to every lifetime, if that makes sense. Like that's your rule book. This is, what does it say in our rule book? Every time we get together, we're supposed to do this, right? And so what I channel with this song is that your souls have connected together permanently. And every lifetime you guys go back, every lifetime you guys go back to each other. It's just how it always is. And what I got from that is that you were each other's first ever love in your first life together, ever. And the first time the both of you were here on earth, because your souls are the same age, the first time your souls were here together on earth, y'all ended up with each other and y'all liked it so much you decided, I'm going to do this every lifetime with you. And the both of you agreed, your souls agreed to meet every lifetime together, every time. So the song that I channeled after that was Secondhand Store by Joe Walsh, with the lyrics, honestly, that came to mind were Any Way the Wind Blows. So it's just kind of like, maybe now in this separation, the two of you are not really talking to each other, or maybe even acknowledging each other. And right now it's just kind of carefree, y'all know you're going to get back together again one day, but you're not like freaking out over it. That's just how I see it as. It's kind of any way the wind blows. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. And that's how I feel that both of you are right now. Y'all know that it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. So incidentally, the next song after that I channeled was actually Any Way the Wind Blows by the Mothers of Invention, or Frank Zappa. Basically, I mean, really the whole song, all of the lyrics I found were very, very relevant to this, where I ended up writing down, though, the lyrics. She makes me oh so happy, I'm never ever blue. She is my heart and soul. I'm going to stick with her till I die. I mean, just the whole song. I feel like that is how this masculine feels about you. He knows for sure that you're the one that he wants. He knows for sure. He loves you to death, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you. Now, randomly, I channeled the song Yo Mama by Frank Zappa, and for some reason I got the message, you should never smoke in pajamas, you might start a fire and burn your face. That's not for everyone, but I think it's significant here to tell somebody that will watch this to don't fall asleep smoking. Not sure exactly who that's for, but that's for somebody. But anyway, and the last song I channeled was Just Friends by Musiq Soulchild, with mainly, I've been watching you for a while. So what I got from that was that initially this connection started out with this masculine was a secret admirer at first, and they wanted to get to know you better, and maybe even now they want to get to know you more. They never stopped wanting to know more about you. In fact, the first time they ever probably saw you or talked to you, they might have even thought that you were so fine. They might have said that you were fine, right? Also, the lyrics I found relevant, whereas I thought I wasn't going to see you no more. You know, so probably the last time y'all saw each other, there was the I kind of get, you know, maybe you walked away from them and they thought, you know, well, that's it, I guess. You know, they thought, this person obviously thought for the longest time they weren't ever going to see you ever again. And I'm getting now that they're hoping that they will. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards to see just what the messages are with this connection between you and this person that you're in separation with. Just to kind of see, you know, what the divine wants to say. So I go by pretty much the feel and, you know, what cards I feel are quote unquote burning to come out, right? So I'm not looking at the camera. I'm going literally just by how I feel, you know. So potentially if you see any cards pop out before I even talk about them, that might be relevant to you in different ways than I might even talk or bring up, you know, in this video. So what's on this person's mind, you know? What can we say about this connection, this person you're in separation with? So, you know, that makes a lot of sense. The Eight of Wands. And so I'm feeling here with the Eight of Wands that even though I know what, you know, Eight of Wands usually means, you know, communication. But in this case, I kind of feel like with how it's depicted in this card, in this deck, there's not... You know, it's so weird. Like, I keep kind of... This is... Wow. Okay. So I think this is relevant, right? I couldn't really get the message out. And I feel like that's how this person is. They can't seem to figure out how to talk to you, right? This person, when you talk to them, when you see them, when you see this person in person, the times that y'all have been around each other and together, this person might stutter on their words, like Porky Pig. Not even trying to be mean, but this person in some ways is like Porky Pig. They stutter over their words. You know, I'm channeling the song I Like It by DeBarge, where it's just, I mean, this person is so stunned by you. That's what I'm getting. They are so stunned. And here we have the Tower. I'm just going to be blunt, not even crazy or whatever. I'm not going to make up stuff, you know. I'm just going to call it the way I see it. So I'm seeing here, like, the way this deck is kind of different from traditional tarot. So when I see the Tower here, I think that this person, man, how do I say? Somebody must have arthritis. That's all I'm saying here. Somebody might have arthritis in their neck, and there's somehow something about that is significant. And here we have the Fool. So it's very interesting here. Something about arthritis in the neck. And actually the way this card is depicted, I'm getting actually sexual energy off of this. Because I see somebody, not trying to be blunt here, or crude, I'll put it this way. I don't want to be crude, but I'm just seeing the way that this wand, or this, how's this going to show up, right? You see how that broom is showing up in between her legs? I'm getting something about sexual energy here. So let's just see where this goes. Oh, that came out almost reversed. So we have the Two of Swords. I'm seeing something here about sexual energy. Oh, at night. Okay. So I'm kind of getting multiple messages here. Let's see. So what about the Two of Swords, though? Okay. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not monetized on here, so I guess I could just say this. So who cares, right? But, the way, oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to have to be blunt with this. I'm just trying not to be so crass and rude or anything to anyone that watches this, but, you and this person obviously had some sort of sexual connection. And that's something this person thinks about. It's like all they could think of, right? You know, they think about what happened that night y'all spent together. And actually what I'm seeing here significant in the Two of Swords is that target. that bullseye. And what I'm getting here is that this masculine is like, she knew exactly what to do. Once again, the song I Like It by DeBarge is significant. You know exactly what to do. You put that fire inside of me. You make it more than such a dream. You know, this person thinks about how you touched them, especially with the star. You see how the hands are out? The star here and her hands. Ooh. And that bullseye, or whatever you call it, that target, the bullseye target on the Two of Swords. This person thought you knew exactly what to do. You knew exactly how to touch them. And they cannot stop thinking about that. They cannot stop thinking about how really they touched you, but how you touched them. Ooh, they loved it. They loved every moment of it. So what I'm seeing here is that the two of y'all are in some sort of separation right now, which I could definitely see or feel that it's only temporary. It's temporary, but there was some spell work that was done on y'all in the past. Some people put spell work on the two of you because, you know, they just didn't like the connection. You know, people could be jealous and hateful bitches, basically. So that's kind of what the Seven of Swords here is relevant to. But I'm also saying that there was somebody there was a group of people, that's what I'm getting. It was like 3 people got together and they did some sort of spell work on the two of you to separate y'all, separation spells. You know, they didn't want y'all together. So your masculine has been in his head about it ever since the Four of Cups. He keeps thinking about it because you left him, you know. He's thinking about, I'm seeing here with the Wheel of Fortune, more of, I'm seeing, you know, time. You know, time has passed. And this masculine keeps thinking about how you left him, you know, in the past. For some people, I just got randomly, some people you might have left him at the altar. I don't know who that's relevant for, but that's for somebody. But mostly what I'm seeing here is that the feminine here walked away from the masculine at something like a bar or something along the lines of that. I'm seeing like in person, you walked away from him publicly in front of other people, and he's been thinking about that ever since. With the Hierophant, I see it as he's in his head about it over here because he really thinks, he thinks that y'all are a perfect match. I mean, when it comes down to it, he thinks that the two of y'all are a perfect match. Especially sexually. Especially how y'all are sexually. That's oh, right, with the connection too. That connection between the two of y'all is so special and so strong. Just the two of us, you know. Something about 2, you know, is significant, right? But he knows this connection between y'all is special. So I'm seeing multiple things here. On one hand, I see that, of course, once again, music is significant between the connection between y'all two. But I'm also, with the Queen of Wands here, especially how she's depicted in this deck, I mean, she's really beautiful. She's gorgeous. So, of course, he thinks you're smoking hot. You might actually even look quite close to this picture. Like, that might actually be how you look in real life. Very similar in some ways. Or even just maybe you wore a red dress recently. That could be significant too. But this masculine finds you to be a beautiful person inside and out. He finds you just smoking hot, attractive. In fact, maybe, you know, in the times y'all have hung out in the past, he might have literally seen you smoking, whether it's cigarettes or something else. But, you know, once again, music is very significant to this connection. So the Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing him as sitting on this, like literally just kind of, well, keeping it to himself, you know. He's not doing anything about this right now, but it's like he's watching. Strangely enough, he's just sitting there. Yeah, that's what it is. He's just sitting there watching you. likely online. If y'all are in like a total separation physically, he's probably literally just sitting there watching you on the couch, on his phone, you know, whatever. So let's see. I actually feel like putting this here. Strangely, okay, this isn't supposed to sound creepy, but here with the Four of Swords, I'm just looking more at this woman who's in bed resting. I literally see this as if y'all have slept together before, he at some point like watched you sleep. Not in a weird way, but like he was just, it's like what I'm getting here, I'm visualizing this person, like you were asleep in bed and he woke up in the middle of the night and he was just watching over you, just looking at you. He saw you in bed sleeping and he thought you were so beautiful. So I'm getting here that something about somebody keeps having new ideas and they keep getting shut down. I'm not sure exactly where that's relevant to, but maybe it was you kept having like, okay, I have an idea here, I have an idea there. And this might just be in general, maybe not with this connection, but somebody kept having, you know, some sort of ideas, you know, trying out new projects, and maybe they weren't going anywhere. They kept getting shut down every way. But I see that with whatever projects you might be working on, you know, you have a lot of ideas in your head, and believe it or not, they are fruitful. You know, it's not you. That's what I'm getting here. If you're trying to start a new project here or new ideas and they're not going anywhere, just know it's not your fault that they're not working out. Okay. I feel like, okay, here with the Five of Swords, it's not you, it's not your fault. Other people were trying to ruin things for you. But I'm starting to get the feeling here now that things are going to start getting better now, actually. Yeah. So here with the Chariot, usually I see this as a person, typically someone who's a Cancer. But I'm kind of also just seeing, you know, whoever is watching this, whoever this reading is for, you might have been kind of like at a crossroads. You're like, okay, I keep trying these new ideas and they're not getting anywhere. But you know, but where am I going? Like, you might be thinking that in general, probably just with love, but not just with love, but with work too. You know, you might be thinking, I'm trying all these different ideas or products or whatever you're doing with your job. And you're like, why isn't it going anywhere? But it's not your fault. Yeah, there was a group of people, but mainly one person in particular that was trying to like bind you, to keep you down. There were people trying to hold you down from your potential. Yes, once again with the Five of Cups. There's people that were using spell work against you to pretty much ruin your day, trying to rain on your parade, maybe, you know, ruin your birthday party or something crazy like that. You know, that's just what I'm getting here. Yeah, and the Five of Pentacles too. Once again, I see this kind of like, I mean, yes, left out in the cold, but I feel like things are starting to warm up. Things have been hard, but it's about to get better. Okay, strangely enough, I'm seeing that as resisting temptation. So something somewhere here, I know we kind of veered off a little bit from the original, but I guess this is just the message coming out, where basically something about, you know, you were able to resist some sort of temptation, and because of that, you'll be enjoying the fruits of your labor. So whatever that temptation was that you were tested with, obviously somewhere you were tested with something and you resisted it, and the divine is actually going to reward you here now. So let's see how many other cards are there. Yeah. Oh, that's, wow, even perfect. The divine's going to reward you with that Ten of Cups. So you're going to be happy and you're going to be successful. You know, if you want a family, you'll have a family, if that's what you're looking for. Picture magic. Ooh. All right, I was hoping to wrap this up, but I guess this just came out. So somebody might be using your pictures against you, or had been. Somebody might have been going onto your social media and printing out your pictures and using them for magical purposes. But let's see. Okay. You know, and there's something else significant. Oh, that's so, oh my God. Okay. So somebody might also be looking at your pictures because, you know, they're attracted to you, and you turn them on. I'll put it that way. This person, wow, this is actually crazy. I'm like, can I even say that? But I guess I'll just say it. Who cares? You know, this person, I guess whoever's on your mind, the person on your mind looks at your pictures because they're turned on by you. However you look, you might be thick or curvy. That's how I kind of see it in this picture. You might be thick or curvy, and this person, you don't even know, you don't even realize how much this person watches you. You will be doing your own thing, and this guy is like, yeah, I love your pictures. All right, so I want to try closing this out. So we have the Three of Swords. Is there anything else you can tell me? You know, can we wrap this up or what? You know what I'm seeing here significantly is with the Three of Swords here, the empty bed, but also like a book, a notebook. And then here with the King of Swords, he has a book here. So if you're the type of person to keep a diary, I feel like the message here is to, you know, maybe go into your bed, write down in your diary, write down your thoughts. It'll be very healing and significant for you. So see what any closing messages are. You know, I just want to, you know, close this out. My throat's starting to hurt. I mean, I could keep going on and on, you know, with the cards, but excuse me. But, you know, Spirit, Divine, if you can give me just like one more card for, you know, this message, just if we could tell the collective what's up, you know, what to think. Okay. The Six of Swords reversed. Pull another. Okay. All right. So the last few cards here. This is just what I want to pull. All right, and that's it. There we go. Okay, so the last few cards here, I'm seeing this as, you know, whatever, how do I put this? You know, if you were in this energy before with the Nine of Wands, you know, maybe you were hurt, you were healing, whether it was physically hurt or emotionally, you're walking out of that. You know, you're walking out of this toxic energy of something horrible that was done to you in the past, whether it was people lying to you, betraying you, or someone even physically hurt you. You know, you're going to be a lot, I don't want to say richer, because not, you know, I don't mean just financially, but emotionally too. You'll be a lot more, you know, just happier now. Think life is getting better. That's the message here. Life is getting better, and you're not going to be in that hurt energy anymore. Things are going to be so much happier for you. You know, for some, new love is coming in, and it's going to be just beautiful. You're going to have a lot less to worry about, and honestly be able to focus more on yourself. Now, I do see a Queen of Swords here trying to pop out, but you know, I'm just not seeing this person as significant. They're kind of over here by the wayside, you know. They're probably, I think that's probably what it is, you know. They're going to be, whoever this person is, if this was a woman that was maybe lying or gossiping about you, she's just going to go to the wayside now. She's going to be irrelevant. All right, so last card, or two, I guess, to pull. Yes. Yep. So this separation period between you and your masculine is going to be ending soon. You know, right now you're over here just chilling, minding your own business, and life is going to be good. And before you even know it, he's going to be coming back, because he's been thinking about it. He's been thinking about coming back for you. He's been on a long journey. It's been a long path, but he's coming back to you. To, you know, kind of paraphrase the song Peg by Steely Dan. He's coming back to you. Hey, he will come back to you. All right, so don't worry. All right, so that's the message. Thanks for watching.